Okay, so the first question for HL, second for SL. We are dealing with a farmer's field in the shape of a triangle. And it says find the size of ACB, angle ACB. That is, I think there should be a hat there. That is this angle here, ACB. So it's this angle we're trying to find. Now guys, we know the three sides. We know the three sides, which means it's cosine rule. When you know three sides and you're trying to find an angle, that's the cosine rule. So we can say the cos of x is equal to, so the cosine rule, if you remember, is cos of c, if you like, is equal to, well, this squared plus this squared, a squared plus b squared minus c squared. So this squared plus this squared minus this squared. 1005 squared plus 1225 squared minus 650 squared, all over 2 times this times this. 2 times 1005 times 1225. So this is, if this is cos of x, then x is the inverse cos of this. Cos inverse 1, cos minus 1, which is the inverse cos of all this. I'm going to copy and paste, guys. There we go. And then this I will do with my GDC. So GDC inverse cos is here in trig. So trig inverse cos, put in the fraction and type this in. 1005 squared plus 1225 squared minus 650 squared, all over 2 times 1005 times 1225. We're in degrees. Press enter. It gives me that because I'm in exact answer. I have to now do annoyingly menu, number, convert to decimal. 31.9981. So it's 31.9981, which is approximately 32 degrees. So that's 32 degrees. Okay. That is question, or part A. Part B. He says the local town is planning to build a highway that will intersect the borders of the field at points D and E. So the highway comes straight through the field. This is the highway. Find DE. That's the length. Find the length of this line here. DE, from here to here. Okay, so we have a small triangle here. This angle we know now is 32 degrees, and I have this angle, and this length, and I'm trying to find this length. This is the sine rule. So it's a nice, fairly straightforward cosine rule and sine rule question. So let's call this, let's call it y, just so we don't use x again. So I'm going to say y over sine 32. Normally I'd say, guys, use 31.9981, but it's so close to 32, it's not a big problem. So sine of 32 equals, this over sine of this equals 210 over sine of 100. This is the cosine, or sorry, the sine rule. Y is then equal to 210 times sine 32 all over sine 100. Y is equal to, let's do this on the calculator. So I have 210 times sine 32 over sine 100. Oops. Press enter. Same problem. Press menu, number, convert to decimal, and I get exactly 113. So y is equal to 113. Therefore, DE equals 113. Okay, that's parts A and B.